I'm Urza47, and this is episode number 2 of Urza Commands the Xenonauts project. Last episode, we went through the introduction sequence. We went on an alien, I guess you want to call it a terror mission. I'm not sure what exactly it was, but we had to go over there and take out some aliens that were causing trouble. We've recovered some bodies, some equipment, and our scientists are working on them as we speak. As far as the main base goes, we have a couple of weeks to go before any of this stuff actually gets finished. And we're still researching combat vehicles. The door was closed for a reason, Commander. Well, quiet. I have to tell the audience, what all you've been doing. You could just ignore me and continue on your work. They're going to have combat vehicles done in about 2.5 days. At which point, I'll pick one of these, probably the Warden combat armor, because soldiers not dying is a pretty high priority, in my opinion. Although this gives us an extra $240,000 of monthly funding. That's pretty good. Presumably because it's a plot technology. We're not currently building anything, which will give us an additional $250 per hour. I'm sure the engineers will have more stuff to do once our eggheads actually invent some things. So on the soldier front, Olga and Carl, who were injured in our last mission, are going to be in sick bay for a little over 3 weeks. That's a little unfortunate. We may want to start scouring potential new applicants if we get more casualties. So that means we have 2 more vacancies on the Sky Ranger. We're probably going to actually want all 3 of these people who didn't attend the last mission to go on the next one. With a heavy in sick bay, we probably want to find a second heavy. So let's sort by strength. And we'll probably just give the heaviest, the strongest person here, Christina. You can be a heavy as well. There we go. It's just that easy. And so for a heavy, you really want strength. The rest is not so important. Time units, not so important. I mean, terms are kind of important for everyone. Heavy is probably where you can get away with having low time units, that and sniper, because they tend to just park in one spot a lot of the time. Accuracy is not super important either, because the goal with heavy weapons is for suppression, not so much to actually hit anything with it. Accuracy you only really need for snipers and riflemen, mainly. And bravery is just important for everyone. Reflexes is important for everyone, too. Okay, so I'm happy with that. When the next mission pops up, we'll probably go in more in here and figure out how we want to set up our squad for the next mission, depending on what it is, because we don't even know what it is yet. We have some cool stuff here in the storeroom. 6 Secton corpses that we killed in our last mission. Some alien scanners, magnetic weapons, and alloys. All of which is worth some dough, but we're going to hold on to it because it's very important for science. We have some soldiers. We can play around with our aircraft loadouts. I don't even know if we want to be playing around with this yet. Angel 1, Angel 2. Oh, they even have call signs. Hot Dog and Neutron. Very cool. So this is the fuel, hit points, and armor, I guess. Interesting. So these don't have armor, which I guess is fair. We haven't really invented it. Because, the doctrine in air combat these days is mostly don't get hit. Armor just slows you down. But once we have really fancy stuff like these cool alien alloys or whatever the hell else they have, that doctrine may have to change. So let's go ahead and speed up our time. Speed it up further. Journalist got murdered in Canada. We've finished researching the Mars combat platform. This vehicle is designed primarily for scouting work. Compact and highly mobile, it can advance in front of your soldiers to sight enemies and draw out overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, it's significantly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, the Mars usually has 2 methods for dealing with them. The more mundane option is the auto rifle, which is little more than a standard infantry rifle with a high-capacity magazine and better recoil stabilization. The other option is the rocket pod mounted atop the vehicle. Although the Mars can only carry 6 rockets into battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful incendiary warhead that will demolish almost all terrain within its sizable blast radius. Although it only deals mediocre damage against units, it is very effective at breaking their armor. And there's additional weapon variants should we wish to experiment further. So I presumably that means we can give it like laser and plasma and Gauss or whatever the hell else there is. The weapon packages for that. Finally, note that the Mars is heavy enough to be able to smash through most walls and cover objects as if they weren't there. This has obvious tactical utility in itself, but a canny commander can also use this ability to create paths for nearby soldiers to use. Robotic headlights crushing weight. Nifty, upkeep $5,000. Okay. Oh, also sentry guns. Although I shall refrain from commenting on the rather pathetic attempts to defend our previous facility from the cleaners. Gee, thanks. I nonetheless thought it prudent to bolster our defensive options. One hopes such efforts may help avoid a repeat of prior failures. Thus, I present the sentry gun, an affordable and robust vehicle intended specifically for protecting our bases. Being a far simpler design than the Mars, it is significantly faster and cheaper to manufacture, while still retaining most of the combat performance. Much of the simplification arises from the use of wheels for propulsion, rather than tracks. This reduces overall cost and complexity while also providing the weapon with an elevated firing position that improves accuracy. The downside of this is that the sentry gun is prone to toppling over when attempting to traverse uneven terrain. It is therefore unsuitable for general combat use and should be deployed only on the flat concrete floors of our facilities. This makes sentry guns a specialized tool, although perhaps unnecessary in many situations. These inexpensive vehicles are nonetheless a highly effective way to bolster the defensive garrison of a base, particularly when living space is tight. Okay, so we can build sentry guns and Mars combat platforms. What are we going to research next? Probably the combat armor, which we get via alien excuse me, that we get via alien alloys. So that'll be 8 days. Engineering. So it's 5 days for a Mars, a day and change for a sentry gun. And the Mars is $250,000. So we should, probably just build one. Yeah, we don't have engineering capacity. We can't hire more engineers because that's just, we need more workshops. Lots of politicians getting abducted and assassinated in Africa. We've completed the Mars. No further engineering work is queued. That's fine. So we've finished the generator, which means now we actually have the power to build some of the more other things that we wanted, which was what? The workshop, probably, because we don't have one of those being built. And that's going to cost another $250,000. Where does it talk about money? Money. Right. I'm not sure where. Well, I hope we get more money. Oh, it's the funding report button over here. Okay. Oh, Cleaner Intelligence Hub. The cleaners are using this office as a secret intelligence hub. Raiding this site may allow us to capture more data about their organization. Biome Western Town. Time remaining persistent. Mission type capture resources. Okay, nifty. Well, let's take a look at the funding report. Alien victory of 2 regions lost. Okay, so we're looking at a total income of about 2.2 million. And monthly upkeep of 870,000. So it doesn't actually tell you what the net is, I guess, unless this is the net. 1 million, 2 million. No, this must be the net. Okay. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on that front because we're about halfway through the month. We only have 742,000 left, but we just spent a pile of money on new base upgrades. Okay, we're definitely going to want to take that mission. So there are 2 vacancies in our Skyhawk. However, I think, how do we bring the Mars into it, I wonder? Is it on the soldier list? Here, Mars 1. There we go. Oh, the Mars is only 1 slot. Okay. Okay, so we can bring 1 other person. I guess we'll bring Terran. There we go. Wow, Terran, you're bad at almost everything that's not strength. Maybe I should make you the other heavy. So you're not quite as strong as Christina. But your reflexes are terrible. Her bravery is not very good. Accuracy is the same. Time units are the same. Hit points are a little less. It's probably fine. The extra strength is probably what's really important. Okay, so let's look at the armory. We'll bring Smugs, our shield bearer. We have only 1 assault. We probably want a second one, maybe? Because the other assault is in sick bay. Yeah, and we have another one here not on the mission. So we should probably... So if we want to bring Carla onto the... Or not Carla. Yeah, Carla, who is our other assault, onto the mission. We're probably gonna want to lose a rifleman here. Daniel Schmidt will probably take you out. 72 time units. That's rather a lot. Yeah, you can be unassigned, and we'll bring Carla in your place. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to scroll through here and make sure nobody has a lot of extra... Okay, so this is where we can select our loadout. So you have... The secondary is a ballistic auto rifle. Reduces recoil burst. Damage 34 kinetic. And the rocket launcher turret. Well, that just seems really cool. Or I can swap it out with the cannon. No, I think we want the rockets. The cannon seems good against single heavily armed targets, so we don't have a whole lot of... I mean, this is a cleaner mission. They're probably just going to be a bunch of cleaners around on the mission. I'm not expecting any alien AFVs, but if I were, I would much more likely to carry the cannon. You have a lot of empty capacity, Terran, because you are burly with all of the strength. So we're going to give you lots of extra grenades. Here, an extra... 1 smoke grenade's probably fine. Here, have a couple of flashbangs. You already have a medkit. Now, the C4, that's going to be way too heavy. So let's ditch those. Okay, so you have 1 grenade of each type, plus the C4 charge. Well, do we actually need a C4 charge if we have a Mars on the mission? Maybe we don't. I don't think we do. So here, take some more. And in fact, you probably want more grenades, because you're going to be really good at throwing them because you're so strong. High strength means you can throw grenades further. There we go. 2 of every type of grenade, plus 1 demo charge, which I'm not sure if we need, but sure, why not? We probably want to put you, like, on a deployment that's, like, different from where the Mars is. So we want to sort of spread around our... Yeah, actually, let's reshuffle these around. We want the... Actually, we want the Mars in first. Do we want to shield at all if we have a Mars, now that I think about it? Because the shield is kind of doing the same thing as what we're expecting the Mars to do. And your stats are... I mean, not great. I guess we'll just make you a rifleman. That's fine. Accuracy 48. Eh. Good bravery, though. Alright, so here, have some more. Oh, is there a way to just... Oh, yeah, just right-click and it'll get dropped right in. That's brilliant. Okay, 2 frag grenades, 2 flashbangs, a smoke, and a demo charge. That's probably fine. 1 additional magazine. You probably aren't going to need more than 40 bullets, but... You know, if if it comes to that, I guess... I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we haven't taken casualties, but I guess we'll do it the Soviet style if that becomes the case. And you are carrying way too much to be an assault, Carla. Because your strength is only 51, giving you a carry weight of 89. So we probably need to think about taking some stuff away. All right, you don't need a demo charge. I really don't want to take away both of these 2 grenades. But we'll give you 1 flashbang. That'll hopefully be enough. I feel like the extra armor and the steel plates are essential for an assault. Because the whole point is that they're going to be all up in their grill. Alright, you have all kinds of stuff. And Christina, you just have all the strength in the world. Smoke is fine. I guess we don't have any flashbangs. We'll give you a med kit. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Smoke actually seems kind of important for you. We'll take away the flashbang. That's fine. And Hansa, our sniper. This is fine, I think. Okay, now how do we... Oh, it's over here. Skyhawk. Okay, so we have the Mars up front, along with... There we go. So 3 riflemen behind, plus the sniper. Actually, I think we want the heavy in position 5. Actually, let's do it this way. 4. Okay, so I think this is basically what format we want. We want the Mars or a shield bearer, whichever, in position 1, flanked by 2 assault shotgunners, the heavy weapons guy behind, then a couple of riflemen here, 2 or more riflemen at the side exits, and the sniper in the middle in the back. I love it. Okay, so let's take on this mission. Yeah, we already did all this. It looks like we're going to have a day mission, which is good. I don't think a night mission is a good idea. And it is January, so it's going to be... There's going to be more daylight in the southern hemisphere. Commence tactical battle. Mission briefing. This office building is being used by the cleaners to gather and process intelligence. Retrieving data from the site should help us identify and expose the cleaner command and control network. This mission cannot be won by eliminating all enemies. The dropship will lift off automatically once your soldiers have returned to it with sufficient captured data. So we need to capture at least 10 cleaner data items from desks within the target building, and then return them to the dropship and lift off. Lost condition, all Xenonauts are eliminated. Enemy reinforcements will spawn continuously from turn 6. Oh, snap. Only items within the dropship will be recovered at mission end. Additional cleaner data will grant further network progress and can be sold for $25,000. Well, mostly. Yeah, it's gotta be. Who else is gonna be standing outside your office building with a submachine gun like this guy is? Alright, we definitely want to lead with the machine gunner. Units in adjacent tiles can manually open or close the door by using right-click. This costs 4 time units. Great, thank you. Yeah, actually, before I get too much further, we should at least peek out these side exits. Okay, yeah, the building is over here. So you've been suppressed. That's very good. Buses. So there's these cars are just kind of sitting here along the road, I guess, and we can't see through the bus either for some reason. I mean, I think you'd think you could see through these giant windows on the side of the bus, but sure, I guess maybe not. Okay. Is there a way for me to? I mean, we're very likely to get a kill if we do that. The problem with that is that we're kind of a sitting duck sitting there in the middle of the street. And this is probably too far away. Actually, let's deploy the Mars. Okay, somebody shot our Mars a little bit. That's fine. You don't have enough time units for more of that kind of shooting. Oh, I can deploy this. Okay, so you have 65 time units and it's 40 for a burst shot with this. Yeah, let's just use the rocket launcher. This sounds fun. You can burst fire the rocket launcher. Oh, it's even better. I think that's kind of overkill, though. Or you can just blow the bus up. Okay. Well, I guess that means the city will be sending us a bill for that probably, but also it means the bus will have already been blown up, so we don't have to worry about the usual XCOM exploding cars routine. Unfortunately, we did not succeed in suppressing this person. So we're going to have to pull out a flashbang grenade. 50% hit chance. No, this is probably going to be good enough. Or do we want to try a smoke grenade? Smugs, you have like a really strong... Oh yeah, that's too far. Alright, so Moises, you are going to deploy a flashbang grenade. There we go. It's nice and suppressed. We'll go ahead and send the Mars in. Just to get the lay of the land. Okay, yeah, we have pretty good visibility through all these windows. I wonder if we can, like, take cover behind the Mars. I guess not. Okay, yeah, you can just run up and hide behind the bus. Oh, the Mars is in the way for that one. Alright, go ahead and take your aim shot here. Actually, go ahead and kneel first. That'll improve your odds a little bit. Now, for this guy, the bus is blocking, and so is the Mars, for that matter. We actually do have enough time units to move out of the way a little bit. We'll hold that thought. You have a shotgun. Oh, that's maybe running into the fire is probably not a good idea. So this move would leave us with 12 time units. So that's enough to, like, skedaddle back around the bus. Oh, triple hit. I love it. Okay, great. Now get back around behind the bus. Alright, so our 2 units here on the side, I guess for now, yeah, you are going to be able to jump over this little waist-high wall. Yeah, move right over here so you have enough time units for a proper normal shot here. And likewise, you can cover these windows on the other side here. Although, wow, you are slow as molasses. You're not actually going to be providing any reaction fire. Now, it's a single story. Okay, so where do we want to position our sniper? We'll come back to you. And Terran. I guess you likewise can hug this Jersey barrier. You're kind of out in the open. That's fine. You're done, you're done. You're gonna be done, you're done, you're done. I think we're down to just the snipe. I don't think there's any way for us to know which side we want to... So there's one door here that we can see. There could be another door here. And 2 doors over here, plus maybe some more over here. Okay, so you can just post up here. There's a desk. Presumably it has important documents on it. Okay, so our sniper has actually not a bad shot, 58%. Now, our Mars, you actually don't have time sight, but you do here. You actually have quite a great line of sight. Alright, actually, if you move here... Yeah, that wall's in the way for there. You actually get 2 shots at this. Okay. So I'm much less worried about reaction fire because he already took a reaction fire shot and he did a lot of movement on his last turn. So I think we can just shoot at him and be in pretty good shape. That leaves you with 7 time units. Actually, better yet, we can move the Mars here. We have a really good shot here with our machine gun. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alright, you stink. You're just a freaky robot. Okay, move up in there and be a distraction. Alright, we'll send in the shotgun guy to finish the job. Cover the door. And our sniper here, you can go ahead and crouch. Actually, I wonder what can you actually see? Not a whole lot because of all these walls in the way. So I think what we want to do is employ a demolition charge. Now that all of those walls are no longer there, we ought to have a much better, well, still not great, but the chairs are kind of in the way. But a much better line of sight into here. Some machine gunner as well. We might want to advance on these windows here just to see what all the deal is. And you too, Terra, but you're not going to have enough time units for reaction fire, so you should just take cover behind this brick wall. On to the next turn. A whole lot of nothing. Alright, what's behind this door? Oh, wait a minute. We don't... the Mars can just drive through walls. Let's not forget that. Looks like it's an open office plan. And there's a courtyard, it looks like, with roof access. Yeah, lots of bad guys are shooting at my moving tank. That's fine. See, this way, now they've used up all the reaction fire, I can actually send in the shotgun team. No, open the door. There we go. Brilliant shooting there. basis. Carla, why don't I have you... Oh yeah, there's 2 desks here with like valuable intelligence on them. Okay, where can you move to maybe get a shot on this guy? Yeah, not so much from there because it's too far away. Alright, the Mars weapon. You have enough time units to employ a rocket launcher. Or do we just want the burst fire here? That's not likely to succeed. I'm thinking my guys back here need to start running forward. And then there's another person back here. Okay, let's go ahead and use the rocket launcher. But only 45%. I think this is a much better option doing it this way. Okay, and we have enough time units to sort of scoot out of the way. Ah, another one back in there. Okay. Now our shotgun person. There's still a little bit of... Oh, because of the smoke from the rocket. Okay, sure. Oh, there's another bad guy there. Okay, that's fine. Continue along your original plan here. 1 hit will be sufficient. And you whiffed completely. Okay. Okay, so we've had... So that's 1. Where does it... is it in your inventory? No. So where does it actually put this data that you've just collected? Return 10 data sticks to dropship. Capture data from computer desks. You're like, I know you have it, but how do I see that? Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. It's right there on that USB stick. Okay. Okay, Smugs. Archer, why don't you go here? Oh, you're slow as molasses. And you're not going to have... Yeah, that's a no, because that wall's in the way. You know, I wish... Maybe we can... This is a really useful functionality here because it lets you see what your line of sight is from any position to anywhere else. So you can set your sniper up exactly where you want them for the maximum coverage. I think maybe just going around the... So we can actually go around the outside of the building, it looks like. These two people still need to go. There's 2 desks in there. Okay. Whoop. You already closed the door. Now open it back up. That's fine. Somebody here has your... Oh yeah, because you want to be able to shoot somebody who tries to come through this door. That's fine. Oh, they're taking more pot shots at our Mars. Oh, they wrecked that desk. Does that mean there's no more... Oh, actually, the Mars isn't looking so hot. Maybe we should employ another rocket. Yeah, because the Mars isn't going to be able to do that. I really don't want to wreck the Mars. This thing is $250,000. Let's pull it back. Although, yeah, just having it drive through the walls to open up sight lines seems like not a bad idea. Alright, you're going to cut across. Grab some more of the data. You two, grab the data. So I wonder, is there more on the other side of this barrier? Probably. So you're here, and you have enough time units to cover this way. Going through the courtyard's probably a mistake, because you're just going to get shot at from all directions, and it's a disaster. Okay, shotgunner number 2, Moises. Actually, let's continue along the outside here with Smugs. Oh, there's actually another door over here. Interesting. We would need to move like here. We'll move here with the shotgun guy. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, so many people there. All right. Well, I guess first, let's blast you. I do have enough for another shot. No, I don't. I have enough to get out of dodge, which I'm gonna do. And I need somebody else to, like, put a grenade in here, because they're all bunched up together. And you're not gonna have a grenade. You might. You have a bunch of. You have a grenade. How many times do you need it? 24? Is that this number here? Is it 24? Yeah. Okay. You do have maybe a line of sight in there. No, you actually don't. Okay. How do I want to handle this? If we position you here, we don't really have enough time units to do a whole lot of much of anything. Well, we can post you at the door. You can go here. Alright, let's just move you up. They're taking pot shots at us. You should stay there because you're going on Overwatch. And you all have already moved. Okay, well, oh my goodness gracious. There's some terrible shooting coming from this area. Wow, there are so many of them. Oh, they're still shooting the goddamn Mars. This is crazy. They're gonna blow this thing up. How much damage does this thing do? 34 kinetic. That did not deal a whole lot of damage, but so it'll be. That is not good odds. But I guess we'll take it anyway. Okay, you're close enough that maybe you actually have a grenade thrower this time. 100% can't possibly miss. Although they're a little bit too far away. If I can get these two, though. First, you are going to take this guy out. That is a lot of damage. Now for the grenade. You're still standing somehow. Alright, we'll let Moises come in here and finish you off. Just stand up behind this closed door. Smugs can move in a little bit. Those are low odds. Alright, pick up more of the data. We're up to 7 out of 10 on the data. We'll send the machine gunner or the shotgunner in first. Oh yeah, you have an excellent flank here. Look at this. Maybe a chance of getting a hit there, but it's probably not going to be lethal damage. Okay, so you still need to get to safety. I said I wasn't going into the courtyard, and I guess that's exactly what I'm doing here. %80 to hit. So if I want to take burst shots, I'd need to go like here. Let's take this shot. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's come back to you. Mars is there. Artur hasn't moved yet. And Smugs hasn't moved yet. Oh, Smugs, you can probably almost certainly finish him off. You can just run right up over here. We have a clean line of sight. How much does this do? That is probably lethal damage. And keep moving a little bit so you can't quite easily be seen through these doors over here, because this is all kinds of dangerous back here. Units that suffer over damage or are killed by explosives are gibbed, which also destroys their equipment and corpse. Killing aliens with explosive weapons therefore reduces the number of items recovered from the mission, resulting in less resource gain. Probably refers to this guy over here. That's fine. Okay, and Artur. You can just be over here and keep an eye on things. The first cleaner reinforcements have arrived, and there's more coming. Grab what we can and get back to the chopper. Oh, these still have data on them. Alright, Hansa, your job is going to be go over here to get these. Alright, are there any other desks we haven't grabbed from this one? And there's probably some more back here. Oh, here's one too. Alright, Smugs, you're going in. Alright, so we've captured 10. We can go for a little bit more. Seems foolish not to grab this one that's right here. But with more reinforcements coming, I don't want to be too chancy. Although, let's peek through this door. Oh, that's just another open entryway. Yeah, okay. Let's get out of here. actually. Probably safest to go along the outside of the building. We'll send the Mars back in. And Artur, you can start running back. Alright, Terran, you should get out of there. You've already done the grabbing. Make your way out. Mad dash for the exits. You can stay there. One of our units has suffered stun damage, usually from smoke inhalation. I guess the bus was still smoking a little bit. The other numbers and total stun damage is represented by a small yellow bar along the HP bar. Wow, that is really small. You can barely see that. If it ever exceeds current hit points, that unit will fall unconscious. Yeah, that's basically how it works in XCOM also. Spacebar, speed everything up button. Speed up. Alright, you should probably run along at the outside here. Out of the building is probably significantly better than inside the building. Uh-oh. Shooting at us. Yeah, don't even look back. Just keep running. LJ is going to make it back to the Skyhawk with 3 USB sticks. Last couple of stragglers making their way back to the dropship. Wow, Terran, you are real. I cannot believe how slow you are. Come on, get to the chopper. Mission complete. So I wonder what's on all of these cleaner data disks. Xenonaut victory. Oh, Moises, you're getting like heavily decorated. The Golden Star for eliminating 5 units across your career. Wow. That is really good. And the Crux Solaris for 4 units in a single mission. That's +1 to all attributes. This is also +1 to all attributes. Okay, Moises, you are the man. +1 health, 2 time units, 2 accuracy. Yeah, lots of stat ups. Oh, we have some rank ups also. Now in XCOM, rank carries morale implications. Units tend to have better morale when higher ranking officers are on the mission with them. However, it's a double-edged sword because based on the rank of people that are taken as casualties, the higher the rank of the loss, the greater the impact to morale. So Smugs and Moises have made Sergeant Major. Terrent and Carla have made Sergeant, as has Hansa over here. And Carla, unfortunately, for taking that shot earlier, she is going to be in sickbay for 15 days. And we recovered 11 of the cleaner data USB sticks. Good work recovering all of this data. I'm still sifting through it, but it looks like you've provided me enough loose threads to begin unraveling the entire cleaner control network. The bad news is that it's a lot harder than I expected. They're using almost a dozen obscure but highly classified government intelligence agencies to disguise their operations and hide their chain of command. Realistically, we need to assume those agencies have been subverted and are fully under alien control. That's a little terrifying. How extraterrestrial influence reaches this deep, I'm not sure, but I certainly don't like the implications. Although digging into classified entities isn't exactly easy, I've seen enough to suggest we're dealing with potentially thousands of cleaners. They seem to mostly work in small field teams that receive orders and supplies directly from their regional command cell, operating independently of other teams in the area. This structure ensures a captured agent cannot compromise the wider organization, but it has its own vulnerabilities. Eliminating a command cell would effectively knock out cleaner operations in the entire region. Their field teams would be left without orders, starved of supplies, and unable to link up with one another. We don't know the exact location of these regional command cells yet, but once I make enough progress cracking the structure of the cleaner network, it should become obvious. I'll mark them on the geoscape as soon as I have a fix. Ultimately, though, our goal is to find their headquarters. This would give us the opportunity to decapitate their entire organization with a single strike. Probably the only way to put an end to the cleaner threat for good. And no doubt a high-stakes tactical mission there. Your progress towards identifying the cleaner network is shown at the bottom of the screen. Oh, 22%, there we go. Capturing additional cleaner data on certain tactical missions will accelerate this process. Alright, and because we've succeeded, our panic levels have been reduced around the globe. And that should carry funding implications, yes sir. So our income is up to 2.6 million, which is an increase of 370,000. So we're in good shape money-wise. I think we're going to call this an episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Urza Commands the Xenonauts Project. So long.